My parents arranged my marriage to a poor girl, so I spent months waiting for her to reveal she was after my money. Growing up wealthy, I never let anyone forget where I stood. Every time someone asked for a loan, every time a friend suggested I pay for dinner, every time a girlfriend lingered too long at the jewelry store window, I had my guard up. My parents would tell me to stop being so cynical, but I'd just shrug and remind them about Vanessa, the last girl who sued me for a fake engagement ring. When I was 28, my dad threw me in for a whirlwind. We were at the country club when he announced he'd arranged my marriage to Christina, the niece of his new business partner. Mom clasped her hands together, excitement brightening her face. She's lovely. She's an elementary school teacher and comes from a very traditional family. Dad nodded. The merger depends on this union. I met Christina 2 weeks later. Beautiful, yes, but from a family that lived in a 2-bedroom apartment. Christina wore the same dress to 3 different meetings. Her phone screen was cracked. She took public transportation. Every alarm bell in my head went off. Even worse, the wedding happened fast. We prepped for 3 months, and she refused every expensive option. The simple flowers are prettier, she'd say. I don't need a designer dress. I assumed she was playing the long game. I had to give her credit. It was a smart move. Act humble until the papers were signed. After the honeymoon, I started my tests. I left my Amex Black Card on the kitchen counter for a week, but it went untouched, so I suggested we go shopping for her new wardrobe. I have enough clothes, Christina said, heading to her teaching job at 6 a.m. I offered to buy her a car. She said the bus route was convenient, and she liked reading during the commute. 2 months in, I took things a step further. I brought her to the Cartier store for our anniversary. Pick anything, I said, watching her face carefully. Christina held my hand and pulled me out. Let's get ice cream instead. There's a place nearby that makes it fresh. We spent $20 total. My business partner couldn't believe it when I told him. She's good, he said over drinks, but they all crack eventually. Remember my ex-wife? Acted sweet for 2 years before the spending started. I decided on the ultimate test. 6 months into our marriage, I came home looking devastated. I sat her down and held her hands. The investments crashed. We lost everything. The house is being foreclosed. The cars are being repossessed. We have maybe 10,000 left. I watched her face, waiting for the disgust, the anger, the quick exit plan. Christina pulled me into her arms. It's okay. We'll figure it out. My teaching salary can cover a small apartment. You're brilliant. You'll rebuild. She spent that night making budget spreadsheets, looking up affordable neighborhoods near her school, calculating how to stretch her $35,000 salary for 2 people. The next morning, Christina called her principal to ask about summer school positions for extra income. She canceled her gym membership, started buying generic groceries, walked instead of taking the bus to save the fare. For 3 weeks, I watched her transform our supposed poverty into a managed life. She learned to coupon. She took on tutoring jobs in the evenings. She never once complained, never once asked what happened to the money, never once suggested calling my parents for help. Then she found the bank statement I'd hidden poorly in my desk drawer, the real one showing the 40 million still sitting in various accounts. She walked into the living room holding the paper. I expected rage. Instead, tears rolled down her face. You never trusted me. This whole time, you were testing me, watching me like I was some experiment. She set the paper down gently. I knew. I'm not stupid. The black card that mysteriously disappeared after a week. The sudden bankruptcy with no lawyers involved. Your parents calling to chat normally during our supposed crisis. Christina sat across from me. I grew up with nothing. You think that makes me hungry for money? It made me understand that money is just paper. My parents loved each other in that tiny apartment. My uncle built his business to give jobs to our community, not to get rich. I married you because when you weren't suspicious, when you forgot to test me, you were kind. You made me laugh. She stood up. But I can't be with someone who sees me as a threat. I grabbed her hand. Please, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Stay. She pulled away. Sorry doesn't erase 6 months of lies. I dropped to my knees. You're right. I'm poisoned. My whole life, I believed everyone wanted my money. Every friend, every girlfriend. I built walls so high I couldn't see you were different. My voice cracked. I'm everything wrong with people like me. Suspicious, paranoid, cruel. I don't deserve you. I know that. But please, give me one chance to prove I can change. Tears burned my eyes. I'll go to therapy. I'll volunteer at your school. I'll learn what it means to trust someone. She stared at me. You think that fixes this? No, nothing fixes this. But maybe I can become someone worth trusting. Someone who deserves you. Please don't leave. I'll spend every day proving people are more than dollar signs. That you're everything and money is nothing. The next morning when she left for her 6 a.m. teaching job in her uncle's old car, I kissed her goodbye and saw her smile a little.